Hey everybody, I'm Axel, the Wondrous Writing Witch. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all having a wonderful week so far. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite creatures in mythology. As always, I would love to hear about your guys' favorites in the comments below, and if you could do all the other things to please the algorithm gods, I would vastly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, and otherwise, on to today's list. To start off this list, I'm going to mention the Phoenix because I am a fiery bitch. And I just really love the idea of being able to rise from the ashes, not just figuratively, but literally. Like, that's just awesome. This bird, when it's ready to continue onto its next life, it's like the immortal jellyfish that that asexually reproduces a clone of itself. So it's functionally immortal. And I love that. And I love that it's a different kind of immortality than just your run-of-the-mill, live forever, period, full stop. Not to mention, it's just beautiful. And not to take a knock at dragons who breathe fire, and that's all well and dandy, but they light themselves on fire, and that's pretty fucking metal. So I just think they're really fucking cool. Rolling right into dragons, I still do really like dragons even though they've been done to death. I'm not always a huge fan of the hoarder dragon. Fafnir is a really cool myth. However, just being a big bad dragon, which has been taken into interpretation where it's just a big bad dragon that spews fire, isn't always my favorite. The Eastern thinker is a lot more in depth with their mythos and culture, like Aoglung and Aoshun and all of those guys. They are really neat in how they all operate and how they're actual beings instead of just a creature, which I guess is technically against the point of this list. However, I still think it's neat. And then, of course, I can't not mention dragons without mentioning Toothless, where dragon equals cat, and I just love it. Coming in at number 3 is Cerberus. How could you not love this guy? It's 3 puppies in one. It's so cute. I don't care how demonic your interpretation of Cerberus is. It could be a skeletal Cerberus for all I care. I would still love it. And the fact that someone, you know, saw this giant triple-headed demon dog of hell and decided to name it Spot is just fucking amazing. It's so goddamn iconic, alright? It is the most iconic thing in all of history, and you can't tell me otherwise. Coming in at number 2 is Jormungandr, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, I 100% probably did, but the world serpent has always been a really fascinating idea that a creature could just span the entire world. And the Ouroboros is just a really fucking cool aesthetic choice, and the way it's been used, like, down the line with magical and alchemical natures is just fascinating. Coming in at number 1 is something that I'm willing to bet at least a few of you haven't heard of before, and I'm changing that today because I love how spooky and creepy and just fucking terrifying that this creature would be if you were to ever see it in real life. And that is the Nukkalavi, or the Nukkalavi. Again, sorry about pronunciations, I am not sure. However, this creepy motherfucker just gives me all the heebie-jeebies, and I love it. This is exactly what I want in my nightmare fuel. This is the monster that, like, if I was in a mythological world and I was, you know, a knight or a mage or whatever, going on adventures and slaying monsters and baddies, if I came across this motherfucker, I would dip. I would just nope the fuck out of there so fast. This is one of the only creatures that I could not see myself taking any risk of fighting. Like, no thank you. Unless I was a super powerful mage and then I would kill it with fire. Just incinerate the entire area. Sorry if there's any casualties. Just burning the entire area with fire. but I love that it inspires that reaction in me. I just do, and it's one of my favorite things in mythology. Anyway, that is my list for today. I definitely have more that I would like to add, so I'll be doing another one of these videos in the future. Otherwise, not otherwise. Anyway, that is it for today's list. I definitely have more to add, so I'll be making another one of these videos in the future. But for now, I would love to hear about your guys's in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you all next week. Spread all the love and joy you can. Bye.